Snowwalker 1. Always a pleasure. There you are. Thanks for the response. Well, it's an interesting debate that we've had here. One thing that I'd like to clarify, I appreciate your kind words. One thing that I would like to clarify is my view of the overall dynamics of the theist versus atheist debate. The overall ultimate dynamics, i.e. where this will eventually go, or where it's coming from. First of all, the theists have had pretty much the go of things since civilization began. We've never had a time when religion was not utterly important in our history. There have been times when we've attempted to limit its power, but generally religion has pretty much had its way in human society. It's only now, in the dawn of the 21st century, that I think the tide is decisively turning against it. And in my opinion, theism, religion in general, is going to lose this struggle. Because the atheist, anti-theist, free-thinking, whatever point of view has seized the initiative and will probably keep the initiative from here on in. Unless something very, very strange happens, but I can't imagine that happening. I can't imagine the genie of free thinking being forced back into the bottle. That, to me, is what lies at the heart of a lot of fundamentalist religious thinking. They look into the future, and it scares them to death. Here in Canada, a few years back, we legalized gay marriage. That has never been done in human history, where a marriage between two people of the same gender is considered legal, as valid as any other marriage. Now, to somebody who has sort of relied upon tradition and traditional thinking, that must have been the biggest shock they could probably get. And I'm talking about the fundamentalists or the extremely religious people here in the West. I can only imagine what it must look like to, say, someone living in the Muslim world. It must simply make them think that the West has gone completely insane, or to the devil, or whatever. They are, I won't say that they're far behind, but nothing has prepared them for the assault that is taking place now on tradition and traditional faith. They've never seen anything like this, and it's coming at them very fast thanks to the internet and the availability of cheap airline travel. Foreigners are pouring into their countries as tourists. They are pouring into other countries as immigrants or migrants. The cultures are being cross-fertilized. Each side is being disoriented, but I guarantee you they're getting the lion's share of the disorientation. For the longest time, they've lived in societies for 1,000 years where you don't criticize certain things, you don't talk about certain things, you don't question certain things. You want to know the truth, you find out the truth from the wise people. They tell you there's the truth, and you go back well and satisfied that you have discovered the truth, and God is the source of that truth, therefore all's well with the world. Suddenly along comes the West and threatens you with the power to simply obliterate all of that. Everything that your civilization has been built upon. And we do have the power to do that. But they're just starting to see it in small ways. The biggest losers of all of this Draw Muhammad Day campaign, Salman Rushdie business, whatever, is the Islamic world in general, because they're seeing that there's nothing that they can do about people who wish to diss their religion. Nothing. Even though nothing in their civilization has prepared them for the fact that that's going to happen, and it's going to get more and more strident all the time. And there's nothing they can do about it. I would say that they're taking it with a greater deal of equanimity than one could reasonably expect. Because in my opinion, and I mean no disrespect, and I say this actually with some sadness and resignation, if there is indeed a clash of civilizations going on between faith and not faith is going to win. Hands down. I'm sorry if that depresses people when I say that, but when I tell people to go easy on the Muslims, when I tell people not to get too worked up about fundamentalist religious people in general, I'm not saying that from the point of view of someone who sympathizes with their point of view. All I'm saying is, we've already won. Let's not be nasty winners about it. Thank you.